Hi, this is CJ and I'm here to demonstrate my CCIE lab which I have built for my CCIE routing and switching lab examination. Alright, as you can see that I have got 4 switches out here. Let me just show you what I've got here. The switch 1 and switch 2 are 3560s and the switch 3 and switch 4 are 3550s. Alright, I've got these switches from eBay and I thought I got a good deal on it, although I wanted to purchase 3550, but when I came to know about the huge difference between the commands and the stuff that you can run on the 3560s opposed to 3550s, I thought let's go with the two 3550s and two 3560s, something which I knew also has got in the graded lab topology. Alright, so since I've got all these things here, I don't think I need any rack rental going forward. Okay. Now, according to the topology, INI topology, there are 12 cables which are connected from the routers and the switches. Right now, I'm running GNS3, which we all know as which can allow us to run virtual routers. Now, in order to be able to connect the switches to the virtual routers, what I have done is that I have purchased these 3 cards. As you can see, this is my desktop. By the way, it's a good desktop. It's got Core i7 processor, and which is pretty good, and it's got 4 gigs of RAM. Well, you can purchase 8 gigs of RAM if you have money, but I believe that to support any topology on GNS3 platform, you don't need anything beyond 4 gigs of RAM. This can also be confirmed by the Bowler's disk. Alright, this guy has been making GNS3 videos for quite some time, and he also advocates the fact that there is absolutely no need for anyone to purchase anything beyond 4 gigs of RAM. Okay, now these are my 3 multi-port cards. As you can see, these are pretty big. These are server-based cards which fits into the classical PCI ports. The PCI, I guess I'm not sure the name. I'm sorry about that. This is the graphic card that I've got here, and I haven't spent too much money on the graphic card because I don't have to play games on this computer. I just have to make sure that I run my topology well, and then can make this computer communicate, make the virtual routers communicate to the switches seamlessly and with the without having the neighborship broken on all the kind of stuff, right? Okay, now these 3 cards produce one heck of a lot of heat. To dissipate that, I've got these gigantic fans. These are 120 mm fans from Cooler Master. One is here, the other one is at the front here, and the other one is at the top here. I've got these door fans fitting as well. Well, these are pretty good actually. They emit light. So, but I haven't hooked up to the computer because I was just waiting for the desktop to produce enormous amount of heat in order to be able to make a case for these two. Well, I can consider these as a backup for these for the other fan that I've got. Well, I'm yet to know when I have to figure out whether this computer dissipates a lot of heat because I've just built this lab, and then I'm not completely sure as to how much heat it can produce. Alright, so I'm going to keep this thing as a standby for some time, and then once I have loaded the topology, once I am into the labs and stuff like that, I will make sure that, and if the computer is dissipating a lot of heat, I'll make sure that I connect these things to the computer and dissipate more heat and make the computer run faster and cooler. Basically make the computer work efficiently. Alright, I'm going to show you something more about what I've got at the back. I'm so sorry about my shoes. Okay, alright. Okay, as you can see that the switches have got the console port, and all these new computers, they don't have a console port. They don't have a serial port rather. So in order to be able to make sure that the switch can we can take control of the switches, what I've got here is that I have connected. I purchased 4 USB to serial converter, serial to USB converter rather, and connected to the first 4 USB ports to the computer, as here. And this is how the 12 port card looks at the back, right? The 12 cables are coming out of the 4 into 3 ports. 1, 2, 3, 4, then 4, and then 4. I've properly labeled them, so there's absolutely no confusion regarding the same. Alright, so these 4 cables are, these 12 cables are connected to the computer, and that's how they are routed. Okay, one more thing, why this computer is not tucked in that cavity is because I kind of miscalculated the size of the straight cables. I should have purchased 5 feet straight cables as opposed to 3 feet. Well, that's not a problem. I may have to purchase them again. It's a little more money. But yeah, I mean, if it becomes a bit of a problem for me, then I will definitely going to purchase more a 5 feet cable in order to be able to make sure that this thing goes back in here. Alright, so that's my topology. It's pretty simple to configure. Well, if you have some money, I mean, I have shelled out close to, I would say, $2,000 for this setup, which excludes the amount I spent on the desktop, right? So yeah, I mean, in America, in US, the switches cost is pretty less, but here in India, it costs a lot of money. But fortunately, I've got all these switches from US. I got them shipped to India, so I have saved close to $1,000. I would say $1,500 myself, which is a good thing. And yeah, I mean, I could have gone with the rack rental thing, but you know, I wanted to make sure that I have the lab at home. I wanted to understand the technology as opposed to just practicing labs and more of them. So the most important thing for you to, as a CCIE aspirant, is to understand the topology, understand the technology behind the scenes, and then work your way. As Brian McGinn always says, first you understand the basic, practice the basic, understand the expert thing, and then practice the expert thing. So right, without having the real equipment in front of you, it kind of becomes a little difficult for you to know what exactly is happening there. So I mean, GNS3 is good, but if you have the real thing, it is best. Alright, so this is Mohit signing off. I hope you like my video, and would like you to just wait for the comments so then you see what you if you want to build the same kind of lab at home. Alright, bye bye.